So I'm sure you've seen a bunch of people on the internet just slowly and slowly become more and more corrupt, more and more self-absorbed and narcissistic. And you probably think like, oh, as I get more money, as I grow, that's not going to happen to me. Or at least I don't think it's going to happen to me. I don't know if it's going to happen to me. So you might be wondering about this stuff. And I've just been thinking about how I'm going to stop myself from becoming an arsehole as I get more and more power and status, which is kind of the natural progression of things. If you're developing yourself every year, you're going to get more and more power, more and more status. That's just normal. But how can you stop this from getting to your head? Like what stops? Like what is the difference between someone who becomes like rich and famous and turns to kind of just this, they just become darker and more self-absorbed versus someone who maintains kind of this good morality and this ease? Like what is the difference? What actually corrupts someone versus keeps them in check? And so I've been wondering about this, and I think the foundational thing is you need to set up structures that stop you from becoming corrupt. So this is basically friends and family. And family can be a bit of a hit or miss. But friends, they're your choice. You get to choose your friends. And so having friends that are willing to call you out on your bullshit is just absolutely essential. Because you can't do it by yourself. You can't keep yourself in check. It's just too difficult. You can't tell if you're deluding yourself. You need a mirror, a compassionate mirror to reflect back some of these kind of darker aspects of your psyche. And so having a couple of friends that are just going to call you out and really keep you in check is essential. I think if you don't have this, if you don't have peers, it's basically impossible to keep yourself in check. It's just going to be too difficult. And so find these friends. It's not oh, it would be nice if I had these friends type of thing. It's your responsibility to find these people. Don't surround yourself with yes men or yes women or whatever the heck. Just people that are super ultra agreeable. That's just not a good recipe for truth seeking, for development, for being a good person. The next thing that I'm thinking about is just values. Understand your values and what they actually mean. So if you value truth, what does this value of truth look like? What does it mean? How can you ensure you stay congruent with this value? Really contemplate these things, because in the absence of when you don't know your values, anything can just fill into these slots and you can just become corrupt way more easily if you're living a life that doesn't have certain principles that you've kind of agreed on previously. Like maybe you really value friendship, family, love, or truth, or independence. When you have these values, it's going to help you keep yourself more in check because you kind of have an idea of the way you want to live your life. And so you're going to be less affected by outside forces trying to change or corrupt the way that you're living your life. And yeah, don't think that you're going to be immune to this stuff. That's just really important because that's how it sneaks up on you. You think to yourself, like if I had like lots of money, I wouldn't become corrupt. Like I would just give it to charity or some shit. But trust me, like the way that the brain works is as soon as you get some sort of benefit or power, you want to kind of cling on to that. That's kind of the natural gut monkey reaction, is you get this power and then you're like, oh, I want to keep this. I want to keep this. Like, I want more of this, or I want this to stay the same. And then you might start acting out of alignment to ensure that things stay the same. And so just be wary. This is just the things that I've been thinking about. Yeah, being a good person's fun. I want to keep doing that. And so gotta ensure, watch out for any sneaky stuff. So yeah, that's everything for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you want help working on yourself, just this personal development, spiritual development, check out my link down below. And for now, peace and love.